Welcome to the ultimate field guide for the birds of the Indian subcontinent. This digital edition is designed to be your companion in the field, offering comprehensive identification details, distribution maps, and even bird sounds for most species. Whether you're a seasoned birder or just starting out, this guide will help you recognize and appreciate the incredible avian diversity found across India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and the Maldives. With over 1,300 species documented, including many endemics and globally threatened birds, the Indian subcontinent is a true hotspot for bird life. Let's embark on this journey to discover the wonders of these feathered inhabitants. This guide is the result of years of dedication by Richard Grimmett, Carolyn Skip, and Timon Skip, with illustrations by a talented team of artists. Their combined expertise ensures that each species is accurately depicted and described. The digital edition also features bird sounds, adding a new dimension to field identification. The authors encourage readers to contribute recordings and corrections, making this a living, evolving resource for bird enthusiasts. Navigating this field guide is simple and intuitive. Each species account is paired with detailed illustrations and distribution maps, making it easy to compare similar birds. The guide covers all reliably recorded species up to 2010, with vagrants and doubtful records listed in the appendices. Taxonomy and nomenclature follow the latest research, and where names differ from other sources, alternatives are provided. Use the sound icons to listen to songs and calls, and refer to the glossary for unfamiliar terms. Identify birds accurately. It's essential to understand their topography. The guide provides clear diagrams and explanations of plumage terminology, such as crown, supercilium, scapulars, and more. Knowing these terms helps you interpret descriptions and compare field marks. Juvenile, immature, and breeding plumages are also discussed, as these can vary greatly between species and seasons. Birdwatching comes with its own vocabulary. This guide includes a comprehensive glossary explaining terms like axillaries, seer, morph, speculum, and more. Understanding these words will make reading species accounts much easier and help you communicate your observations more precisely. Don't hesitate to refer back to the glossary as you explore the guide. Indian subcontinent is a region of immense climatic and ecological diversity. From the arid Thar Desert to the lush forests of the Western Ghats and the towering Himalayas, each habitat supports unique bird communities. The monsoon shapes much of the region's climate, bringing seasonal changes that influence bird migration and breeding. This diversity makes the subcontinent one of the richest areas for bird life in the world. Bird habitats in the subcontinent range from dense forests and scrublands to wetlands, grasslands, deserts, and agricultural fields. Each habitat supports its own set of specialist species. For example, tropical forests are home to many endemics and threatened birds, while wetlands attract large flocks of waterfowl and migratory species. Understanding these habitats is key to finding and identifying birds in the field. Forests in the Indian subcontinent are incredibly varied, from coastal mangroves to high-altitude coniferous woods. These habitats are vital for many bird species, especially endemics and those globally threatened. The remaining primary forests in the Himalayas, Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Sri Lanka are particularly important for conservation. Many birds depend on these forests for survival, making their protection a top priority. Scrublands and grasslands provide essential habitats for a range of birds, including several endemics and threatened species. While relatively few birds are exclusive to scrub, many use these areas in combination with grasslands or wetlands. Grasslands, especially those in the Himalayan foothills and the Thar Desert, support unique communities, including the critically endangered Great Indian Bustard and lesser florican. Wetlands are among the most productive bird habitats in the subcontinent. They support resident breeders, migratory waterfowl, and globally threatened species. Major sites like Chilika Lake, the Sundarbans, and the Brahmaputra floodplain are internationally recognized for their bird life. Wetlands are also under threat from pollution, drainage, and overuse, making their conservation crucial for many species. Thar Desert and other arid regions host specialized birds adapted to harsh conditions, such as the Stalikskas bushjet. Meanwhile, the seas around the subcontinent, especially the Maldives and Lakshadweep, are home to seabirds like petrels and skuas. Recent discoveries have added new seabird species to the region's list, highlighting the importance of continued observation and research. With over 1,300 species recorded, the Indian subcontinent represents about 13% of the world's bird diversity. This richness is due to the region's varied climate, geography, and its position at the crossroads of three biogeographical realms: Indo-Malayan, Palearctic, and Afrotropical. The result is a fascinating mix of species, from tropical iras to Palearctic accenters and even African-origin birds like the spotted creeper. Subcontinent is home to 157 endemic bird species, many of which are concentrated in forested endemic bird areas identified by BirdLife International. These hotspots include the eastern and western Himalayas, the Western Ghats, Sri Lanka, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Protecting these areas is vital for preserving the region's unique avifauna. Bird migration in the Indian subcontinent is complex and fascinating. Most species are resident, but the region also hosts many winter visitors from northern Asia, summer breeders, and passage migrants. Migration routes often follow river valleys or cross the Himalayas, and some species even travel by oceanic routes. Understanding these patterns helps birders anticipate seasonal changes in bird communities. A total of 87 globally threatened bird species have been recorded in the subcontinent, including iconic birds like the Great Indian Bustard and forest owlet. Sadly, two species, the pink-headed duck and Himalayan quail, may now be extinct, though hope remains for their rediscovery. Conservation efforts are ongoing to protect those that remain. New bird species continue to be discovered in the subcontinent, such as the Nepal wren babbler and Bugun liostla. Some species thought extinct, like Jordan's courser and the forest owlet, have been rediscovered, offering hope for other elusive birds. These findings underscore the importance of ongoing fieldwork and research. Despite traditional protection rooted in religious beliefs, birds in the subcontinent face serious threats. Habitat loss due to deforestation, wetland drainage, agricultural expansion, and overgrazing is the most pressing issue. Pollution, hunting, invasive species, and climate change further endanger bird populations. Addressing these threats requires coordinated conservation action. Legal protections, international treaties, and the work of conservation organizations have helped slow the decline of many bird species. Protected areas now cover significant portions of Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan, with India and Bangladesh also making progress. The Important Bird Areas IBA program identifies and safeguards key sites for bird conservation, building local capacity and raising awareness. The guide provides concise summaries of all bird families found in the subcontinent. Each family is introduced with key identification features, typical behaviors, and preferred habitats. This section is invaluable for understanding the broader context of each species and for making quick comparisons in the field. Alliforms are ground-dwelling birds that include megapodes, partridges, francolins, quails, spurful, and pheasants. They are known for their strong legs, robust bodies, and often elaborate plumage. Many are excellent runners and prefer to escape danger on foot. Their diets are varied, including seeds, fruits, and invertebrates. Several species, such as the Nicobar megapode and Himalayan monal, are unique to the region. Anatidae family includes whistling ducks, swans, geese, and ducks. These aquatic birds are highly gregarious, often seen in large flocks on lakes and wetlands. They feed on seeds, plants, and aquatic invertebrates, using a variety of foraging techniques like dabbling, diving, and grazing. Their direct, fast flight and characteristic V-formations are a delight to observe during migration. Shearwaters and petrels are marine birds that come ashore only to breed. They are expert flyers, using a combination of rapid wing beats and long glides to cover vast distances over the ocean. These birds feed on fish, squid, and zooplankton, often gathering in flocks at food concentrations. Their presence in the subcontinent's waters highlights the region's marine biodiversity. Grebes are aquatic birds adapted for diving and swimming underwater. Their strong legs are set far back on their bodies, making them excellent swimmers but awkward on land. Grebes feed on fish and aquatic invertebrates, and their elongated necks and lobed feet are distinctive features. They are often seen singly or in loose groups on lakes and ponds. Storks are large wading birds with long bills, necks, and legs. They are often seen soaring high in the sky or foraging slowly in marshes and grasslands. Storks feed on fish, amphibians, and large insects, and their powerful, slow-flapping flight is a familiar sight in many parts of the subcontinent. Species like the painted stork and black-necked stork are especially notable. Flamingos, ibises, and spoonbills are striking waders found in the subcontinent's wetlands and salt lakes. Flamingos are famous for their pink plumage and filter-feeding habits, while ibises use their curved bills to probe for food in mud and shallow water. Spoonbills, with their unique spatulate bills, sweep through water to catch prey. These birds often gather in large, spectacular flocks. Herons and bitterns are medium to large wading birds with long legs and necks. Herons are often seen standing motionless at the water's edge, waiting to strike at passing prey, while bitterns prefer to skulk in reed beds. Both groups feed on a wide variety of aquatic animals and are known for their stealth and patience. Their calls and flight patterns are also distinctive. Frigate birds, pelicans, and tropic birds are large seabirds with impressive aerial abilities. Frigate birds are known for their owl flight and habit of chasing other birds for food. Pelicans use their expandable pouches to scoop up fish, often hunting cooperatively. Tropic birds are graceful flyers, easily recognized by their long tail streamers. These birds are mostly seen along the coasts and offshore islands. Cormorants and anhingas are expert fish hunters, diving underwater to pursue their prey. Cormorants are often seen perched with wings spread to dry, while anhingas, also known as darters, have long necks and tails. Both are common around lakes, rivers, and reservoirs, and their streamlined bodies make them efficient swimmers. Subcontinent hosts a diverse array of raptors, including falcons, eagles, kites, harriers, and vultures. These birds are characterized by their hooked bills, sharp talons, and keen eyesight. They occupy a range of habitats from forests to open plains and play important roles as predators and scavengers. Conservation of raptors is especially important, as many species are threatened by habitat loss and poisoning. Waders such as plovers, sandpipers, stilts, and avocets are commonly found along the shores of lakes, rivers, and coastal mudflats. These birds have a variety of bill shapes and leg lengths adapted to different feeding strategies. Many are migratory, traveling great distances between breeding and wintering grounds. Their presence is a highlight of wetland birdwatching. Pigeons and doves are familiar birds with stout bodies and soft cooing calls. Parrots, with their strong curved bills and vibrant plumage, are often seen in noisy flocks. Both groups are primarily vegetarian, feeding on seeds, fruits, and buds. The subcontinent is home to several endemic and widespread species, some of which are closely associated with human habitation. Cuckoos are known for their distinctive calls and, in many species, their habit of laying eggs in the nests of other birds. Malcohas and kukals are larger relatives, often seen skulking in dense vegetation. These birds feed on insects and small animals, and their secretive behavior makes them a challenge to spot in the wild. Owls are nocturnal hunters with large eyes and silent flight, while nightjars and swifts are adapted for life on the wing. Nightjars catch insects in flight at dusk and dawn, blending perfectly with their surroundings during the day. Swifts spend most of their lives in the air, feeding, drinking, and even sleeping while flying. These birds are fascinating examples of adaptation to different niches. Kingfishers are striking birds with large heads and strong bills, often seen diving for fish. Bee-eaters are brightly colored and catch insects on the wing, while hornbills are known for their massive bills and unique nesting behavior. These birds add color and excitement to forests, rivers, and open country across the subcontinent. Woodpeckers are expert climbers, using their strong bills to bore into wood for insects. Barbets with their bright colors are often found in treetops feeding on fruit. Both groups are important for forest health, creating nesting cavities used by other species. Their distinctive calls and drumming are often the first clues to their presence. Passerines or perching birds make up the largest and most diverse group in the subcontinent. This includes larks, swallows, bulbuls, warblers, babblers, starlings, thrushes, flycatchers, and many more. Their songs, behaviors, and plumages are endlessly varied, making them a favorite among birdwatchers. Many species are highly social, forming flocks outside the breeding season. Babblers and laughing thrushes are sociable birds, often found in noisy flocks. They forage on the ground or in low vegetation, feeding on insects, seeds, and fruit. Their varied calls and songs add life to forests and scrublands. Many species are endemic to the subcontinent and are important indicators of habitat health. Finches, buntings, and sparrows are small seed-eating birds with strong, conical bills. They are often seen in flocks, especially outside the breeding season, and are common in open habitats, grasslands, and agricultural areas. Their cheerful songs and adaptability make them some of the most familiar birds in the region. Sunbirds and flowerpeckers are tiny, colorful birds adapted for feeding on nectar. Their long, curved bills and specialized tongues allow them to extract nectar from flowers while also feeding on insects and spiders. These birds are important pollinators and are often seen flitting among flowering trees and shrubs. Wagtails and pipits are slender, ground-dwelling birds known for their distinctive tail-wagging behavior. They are commonly found in open habitats, along riverbanks, and in agricultural fields. These birds feed mainly on insects which they catch by walking or running on the ground. Their undulating flight and cheerful calls are characteristic of the countryside. Weavers, munias, and avidavats are small, social birds known for their elaborate nests and flocking behavior. Weavers build intricate, roofed nests, while munias and avidavats are often seen in large groups feeding on grass seeds. These birds are a delight to watch, especially during the breeding season when their plumage is at its brightest. Birdwatching is a rewarding hobby that requires patience, observation, and respect for wildlife. Always keep a safe distance from birds, especially during breeding season, and avoid disturbing nests. Use binoculars and field guides to aid identification, and consider recording your observations to contribute to citizen science and conservation efforts. Digital edition of this guide includes bird sounds for most species, enhancing your field experience. Learning to recognize songs and calls is a valuable skill for bird identification, especially for elusive or visually similar species. If you have recordings of species not included, consider contributing them to future editions. Protecting the birds of the Indian subcontinent requires collective action. Support local and international conservation organizations, participate in citizen science projects, and advocate for the protection of habitats. Every effort counts in ensuring that future generations can enjoy the region's rich avian heritage. Indian subcontinent's birds are a testament to the region's natural wealth and diversity. By learning about their habitats, behaviors, and conservation needs, we can better appreciate and protect these remarkable creatures. Let this guide inspire you to explore, observe, and cherish the birds around you, wherever you are in the subcontinent.